All right, so check this out. This blew my mind the first time I really looked into it. Islam talks about Jesus, like, a lot. In fact, Jesus, Isa, is one of the most respected figures in Islam, not a side character. A major one, Muslims believe Jesus was born to the Virgin Mary, no father, straight miracle. That's in the Quran. They believe he healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, raised the dead by God's permission. So these miracles fully acknowledged. Here's where it gets interesting. Islam says Jesus was not God, but a prophet, a human being chosen by God. And the argument is kind of wild when you think about it. If God is infinite, all-powerful, outside time, why would he need to eat, sleep, or be killed? And Muslims don't believe Jesus was crucified. They believe God saved him, raised him up, and that Jesus will return near the end of time. Not as a new religion, not to cancel anyone out, but to restore justice and truth. So Islam doesn't reject Jesus, it actually defends him, clears his name, honors his mother, and places him exactly where they believe he belongs. Think about that. Same Jesus, different perspective, and it raises some seriously deep questions.
Okay, so the Quran talks about Jesus with a ton of reverence. I mean, it calls him the Messiah, a prophet, even the Word of God, and it absolutely affirms his virgin birth. But, and this is a huge but, it draws a very clear line in the sand. It says he's a messenger of God, not the Son of God. So you got to ask, where did this very specific view of Jesus, this Christology, actually come from? We have to go way back, right to the very beginning of Christianity. And all the clues seem to point toward this one little-known group that might just be the missing link we're looking for.
The Ebionites. The name comes from a Hebrew word for the poor, and these were some of the very first followers of Jesus. The crucial thing to know is that they were Jews who believed Jesus was the Messiah, but they also continued to follow Jewish law, the Torah.
The next logical step is to put those beliefs right up against the teachings in the Quran. And wow, this is where the resemblances just jump off the page. I mean, just look at how direct these parallels are. A human prophet and servant of God? Check. Born of a virgin? Check. The Word of God? Check. A created being, kind of like Adam? Check. It's not just vaguely similar, it's an almost perfect point-for-point match between the Ebionite view and what we read in the Quran. It's just wild.
This is where they clashed with the movement led by Paul of Tarsus. Paul preached that faith in Jesus was enough for salvation, freeing Gentiles from the burden of the Jewish law. The Ebionites saw Paul as a total apostate, a corrupter of Jesus' original message. Their beliefs, a strictly monotheistic God, a human prophet Jesus, and the rejection of Paul's writings bear a striking resemblance to the view of Jesus found in the Quran centuries later. Were the Ebionites a crucial missing link in the chain from Judaism to Islam?